So Netflix finally dropped a Pokemon Concierge trailer, and it looks surprisingly awesome. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love me some wholesome entertainment, and this looks like one of the most wholesome things I've ever seen in my life. There's a few fun things from the trailer that we really need to talk about. Starting with this really cool, quick fun fact. The voice actress for the main character Haru is actually Karen Fukuhara. For those of you who don't know, Karen played Kimiko in The Boys and was also in the Suicide Squad, so... oh honey, what a departure. Now, what's the general premise for the show gonna be? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have no freaking idea. This trailer doesn't really show us exactly where the storyline might go, but it does give us some hints towards certain key relationships that we're going to be exploring throughout, specifically between the main character Haru and her Psyduck. Now, calling this her Psyduck might be a little bit of a stretch because it seems like she's getting to know the Psyduck. I'm not sure if they actually give her the Psyduck for becoming the concierge, or maybe the Psyduck is one of the Pokemon that are here staying at the resort that she's supposed to make feel good, but it's going to become her closest bond. Speaking of which, we need to talk about that scene. You know, it got me. You know the one, you have to know the one. Yeah, that scene where she's counting the treats and she's calling them by the Pokemon that are associated with their color. And she almost says that yellow is Pikachu, but then she stops herself and says yellow's for Psyduck. And then the Psyduck gets so happy and cuddles up to her. I can't. The cuteness level, it's too high. When I tell you my heart melted, I didn't think a trailer could do that so easily, but this was one of those cases. And please, let me know I'm not alone in thinking that was really freaking cute, because right now I don't have anyone to talk about this with, so please, let's be the ones to talk about it together. Now, on the note of Psyduck, it seems that we're gonna run into some issues with his psychic powers. There's a lot of clips within this trailer that show Psyduck getting a headache or something not going the way that, you know, he wants it to go. So he starts using his psychic powers of telekinesis to make things float in the air. It'll be a really good representation of the emotional state throughout the episodes of the characters, and I'm really interested to see this as a plot device as well as just a character study for Psyduck. And who can deny the fun interactions with the Pokemon and objects around them? Like, look at this Bulbasaur flying in the air. This is so cute and funny. Now, other than this, apparently the concierge is actually tasked with making all of the Pokemon feel good. It's not just going to be Psyduck. So I wonder if we're going to actually see some other character developments with her and the other Pokemon go as deep or be as meaningful. I really hope so. I mean, that seems to be the crux of what the show is built on, but we won't know for sure till we see it with our own eyes and hear it with our own ears. Now, this series is actually stop motion, and stop motion is a really high effort production. Seriously, the sheer amount of effort put into every frame, literally every frame, is handcrafted. There's actually another video on YouTube that you can look at that Netflix put out, and it shows how they make some of the stop motion things and how much love and passion is poured into it. Like, there's some crazy stuff. The attention to detail to the environments that they make, to the Pokemon, and the way that they can change the characters and Pokemon's faces on the fly is so impressive. And when you see a shot like this where, you know, just going back to that cute scene of Psyduck and Haru, when you see a shot like this, it's really hard not to notice the quality of how much motion is happening in one scene. Like, the fact that they have to do so much work for each frame and still make everything on the screen move in a meaningful manner in every frame is astounding. And this has got to be one of the best jobs I've ever seen of this done. Good on you, Pokemon. You're finally using that budget for something. I also want to point out the side characters. It looks like we're going to be having a best friend character who kind of tells it like it is. Like, in this scene, she was telling us that, you know, Pokemon aren't the only ones who are unclear about what they want in life. Humans are also like that. And that's a lesson that it seems the main character is going to learn as well. So we might also see more than just her interactions with Pokemon. We might see her learning to grow with interactions with other people as well. There's another character we see a few times, and it seems like he has this Pikachu that we see sleeping next to him in this one scene, and he's really just taking it all in. He's soaking the moment up, seeing his Pikachu sleep, and he seems to really be enjoying that. So I wonder if they go through a bonding experience that we see on camera, or maybe they're already bonded before this. Time will tell. Also, another cute scene moment. One of the last scenes in the trailer is Haru and Psyduck on a motorbike. And at first I thought it was the motorbike making this sound, but it turned out it was actually Psyduck. And that's another one of the cutest things I've ever seen. And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna fanboy over here about how cute Psyduck is and all this. I never thought I would think Psyduck is this cute, but here we are. Now, there were also some other cool little tidbits sprinkled throughout the trailer. One of which is this phone. It's very old-fashioned. I'm wondering if this takes place in like a different time period in the Pokemon universe, since all the recent games show us using cell phones. But this is like a really old landline style phone. Also, there's some Pokemon language writing here. If anyone knows what that says, please do tell me down in the comment section, because I do not know the Pokemon writing. Thank you very much. Finally, I want to talk about the song used in this trailer. It is amazing, and I think it's going to be the theme song for the series. Like, it's going to be the intro music or whatever, and it really fits the tone of this vibrant world that they seem to be crafting. So yeah, all in all, like, I am so down for this. I thought this was going to be really kind of creepy to watch, honestly, upon the first teaser that they gave us back in the day. I thought that the art style of this stop motion looked really, to me, kind of scary. You know, I get kind of creeped out by Uncanny Valley type stuff, and that's what I thought it was gonna look like. But this new trailer, they seem to have fixed that a lot. I don't know if they actually did change the way the characters look, or maybe it's the added vibrancy of the color palette. Either way, it comes out in December, well, end of December, but that's pretty close. And honestly, after everything going on in the world right now, I'm ready for this wholesome experience. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section as well, so that we can keep talking about Pokemon Concierge. And right after that, feel free to check out more of my videos linked right here in front of you. I've been Johto Jonny.